More than 28,000 people are living in Australia on visas that expire every 6 months, not knowing what the future might bring. Among them are some 10,000 asylum seekers who arrive by boat and who have been here sometimes up to 12 years with no certainty in their lives. Every time their visa expires, so too does their Medicare card. Every renewal takes time, and there are always delays. Some asylum seekers can work, some cannot. Some can study, some cannot. Sometimes their new 6-month visa has different requirements and permissions compared to previous ones. Some arrived on boats alongside people who are now Australian citizens. It's a lottery, a cruel and racist system. The largest number of refugees stuck in this limbo created by the Australian government are from Iran, with substantial numbers from Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and elsewhere. Many of them are victims of the so-called fast-track system of assessing refugee claims, introduced by the Abbott government in August 2012. It set many refugees up to fail and denied the chance to appeal negative decisions. But asylum seekers and refugees have never been passive victims of Australia's cruel border politics. A group called 12,000 Captive Souls has protested many times outside the office of Home Affairs Minister Clare O'Neill in the Melbourne suburb of Oakleigh. They've been calling for an end to the hellish limbo they live in and for permanent visas so they can build their lives in Australia with certainty. In mid-July, they set up an encampment outside O'Neill's office that ran 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And with O'Neill moving on from her role of Home Affairs Minister, the encampment has moved to the Department of Home Affairs at 808 Bourke Street in Melbourne's Docklands. The protest is still running around the clock. The refugees are determined to fight on, and they're calling for your support. You're listening to The Sound of Solidarity, brought to you by Solidarity. We're a revolutionary socialist group in Australia, and if you'd like to find out more about us, our website is solidarity.net.au. I'm David Glanz, and I recorded this episode on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung and Bunurong Bunurong peoples in Naarm, or Melbourne. So the Sound of Solidarity went down to the encampment to let people there tell their stories, and we're going to hear from 3 women. I'm here with Nages, who is going to tell us why she is protesting outside Clare O'Neill's office. So why are you here?
Hello, my name is Nargis. I here about more than 10 days for 24 hours or sleep over here, and during the days as well. We protest here to ask the Clare O'Neill and also the government why they don't have any plan for us after 12 years. We have to still in limbo. We need to get the safe and permanent residency here because we forced to escape our country. We don't have any choice, and if we broken your law, it was our fault, but it doesn't our kids' fault, and our kids born here and they want to build Australia, they want to study, they want to service to Australian community, and also they don't have any fault. If there is any punishment after 12 years, we stay here in limbo. Please look after our kids born here without any identification, the certificate. They want to study, but they have to pay the international student fee, And also we want to service to Australian community. As you know, we work here, most of us, we have the business, and we pay the tax, we contribute with this society, but still in limbo, and no one responds to us. How many years we have to be like this situation, and how many years the process of our application is going to finish, and we want to Clare only hear us, and we want to Clare only look after us. We are here to build Australia. We want to contribute to this society. Thank you.
And what's it like being on a bridging visa that expires every 6 months? What does that do to your life?
Yes, because the bridging visa every 6 months we have to apply, because after 6 months it's gonna to expire. But when we call we have to fill up the form and call the Medicare and fill up the form with the visa and something document, and send them by email, and then call them and ask them, did you receive it, anything, there is no issue, if you receive everything okay, they said yes, you should have to wait until 3 months. When we receive this Medicare, after 3 months this Medicare going to expire again. It means we can't get for example, my son has a physiotherapy, and we need the dentist or something. Most of the time our Medicare is expired or on the process, and we don't have a good situation in here. What we can do.
And are you
Yes, also when we apply for job, any job, I study here, my kids study here, but when we apply for job, the first question they ask us, are you permanent residency? When we say no, they automatically with the computer is rejected our application. Too many job, more than 1,000 job I apply, and when I ask them why reject, I able to work, I study, I have ability to do this job, but they said the computer doesn't thinking about you are local, you live here more than 12 years. They thinking if you don't have a permanent residency, if they make a training for you, and then you should have to back your country. This training, the best money. This training is waste, and they prefer to don't accept you.
And you're in this situation because you were rejected under the fast track scheme?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what was it like to go through that fast track process?
We want to fast track. We want to government give us the review, the new review, because that time the Scott Morrison, when he was power, they look after like the decision was the discrimination, and now from the 2018 we apply for court, but still we stay on the process of the court. And as you know, we came here from 2013, before the 19th of July 2013. This law, it's not included us, and now we still after 12 years stay on the process of the court. If the government do it some tribunal review for us, they can review our case again, because that decision, it was randomly, it's not the correct decision, and we can they can review our case and we can get the permanent residency, or they can tell us you can apply for different visa. For example, most of us study here and work here, has a business here. We contribute this society, so we can apply for different visa. Why they don't allow us? We don't have a permission for any visa to apply for any visa. It's not fair.
Now, this isn't the first time you and your friends have protested outside Clare O'Neill's office.
No.
You were here last year for 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
And now you're back here with friends from other communities. People are sleeping here overnight. There's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 11 tents along the footpath here. Has Clare O'Neill or her staff ever come out to talk to you?
No, they ever come out to talk to us. And last year we stay here for 4 weeks. And after the last I think 18th of September was it. And before the 18th of September, we have a few protests. It was for 1 day. And after the 18th of September last year, 2023, we had lots of the protests, which was for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 4 days, and still we don't get any result from them. And I remember this year at 21 of the March, which is the Iranian New Year, we had celebrate here front of the Clare O'Neill, and we put at the table, we make it a half scene here because it's traditional our New Year. But even the police officer asked me what that's the table. I explained to them this is the traditional New Year for Iranian people. We make it celebrate here and show the Clare O'Neill. We don't have any celebration, any New Year. We still have to fighting for our visa. Please look after our kids. They are young and they have lots of the wishes and dream, and they want to go to make it their personality, and they want to contribute with Australian society. If there is any fault, the fault was for us, but this doesn't fault because we don't have any choice. We have to escape from our country, and we don't have a choice. Sorry, I have to say I am apologize. Without the permission, we came your country, but the punishment has to be finished. We are human, all brother and sister. Please look after us and consider for our kids.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have 3 kids.
And are they old enough to go to university now?
Yes, my older son is Naushad Kardigar, which is the participate to our protest. He's graduate from the uni. He got the degree of the IT, but from the 2013 he's not able to continue his education, and he doesn't have any activity, he doesn't have any entertainment, just he stay at home like a home band. My second kid, which is my daughter, she study at Monash University. She still study at the mastering of medical imaging. She's working 2 different job, 2 shift back to back to pay the international fee student. And my third one, the younger one, he's my son. he was the 8 years old when we came to Australia, and last year he enrolled to uni. He studied for civil engineering for 6 months, and then she has to pay the uni fee, but he not able to pay the uni fee, and he quit the uni, and he working at the as a real estate manager.
So they've grown up here,
Yeah.
but they are treated like foreigners.
No, yeah, that's right. Yes, still. And also, I have to let you know, most of the people working here and make it some saving to buy the house here, because they know and the kids here it's our home, and but we can't, the government doesn't allow us to buy house. If we want to buy house, we have to pay stamp duty like a foreign buyer, which is the 13% of the price of the house. We have to pay the stamp duty, and this is the too much money, and we're not able to pay 13% of stamp duty. This is another issue for us.
So I know that over the last week or more, you've had a lot of people coming here to show support.
Yeah.
Some of them are like you, refugees, asylum seekers. Which nationalities are here? You're Iranian?
Yeah.
But who else has been coming?
Yes, some Afghan community join us, and also the Sri Lanka community, they join us, and they are sleeping here with us, and all same as brother and sister together stay here until the Clare responds to us.
Okay, and some people from Bangladesh as well, is that right?
Might be, yes, I'm not remember. Yes, some people from the Bangladesh, and also the Iraqi, and yes, some Iraqi, some Afghan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh all together stay here.
And who has come to support you here from the Australian community?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. We don't have just a few organizations like RAC, Refugee Action, and some people, representative from the ASRC came here and talked with us. But all of this equipment, we got it with our pocket money. And I remember might be the RAC bring for us two chairs and 1 tent, but all the food and all expenses here, our community pay it, and all together to pay that.
Okay, well, I hope more people come down to support you, but most of all, I hope that Clare O'Neill gives you permanent visas, because 12 years is misery.
Yeah.
It's torture.
Yeah, torture.
You ran away from torture in Iran, and now you're being tortured by the Australian government.
For last sentence, I have to let you know, we lose our love at our country without any chance to hug them for last time. I lose my mom. He passed away 2016. I was very sad and frustrated. I don't want to go out, just stay at home crying and thinking about her. But we don't have any choice. We stay here, we stuck here. We can't back to Iran. We can't live here. We can invite our family. Just the Iranian government torture us, and the Australian government torture us.
I know, it is terrible, and we're here in solidarity with you.
Thank
and
you.
we will be with you as you fight for justice and permanent visas. You live amongst us, you are our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's
You must have full equality.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Okay, would you like to tell me your name and where you're from and why are you here?
Hello, my name is Nasrin Kodadadi and I'm from Iran. We are protesting for our right. This is our, I think, about 10-12 days. We are protesting at Clare O'Neill's office, which is she's not answering. She doesn't even respond a word. And this is not our first protest. We are doing this protest since last year. Yeah.
And how long have you lived in Australia?
I'm in Australia about 12 years. I came in 2012 with my husband. And
By boat from
yes.
Indonesia?
Yeah, we came by boat. And I have two kids who was born here in Australia. And my first one has got a bridging visa, like my husband and I. My second one, she's 3. She doesn't have any documentation. She is not able to get even Medicare.
Even though she was born in Australia?
Yeah, she's born in Australia. We had to struggle to get a birth certificate for her.
So what happens? Little kids get sick a lot.
Yeah.
What happens when she's sick?
We have to pay for out of pocket or take her to hospital, and it's cost a lot.
So even though she was born here, she's not a resident, she's
Yeah.
not a citizen.
Yeah.
So what does the government tell you about your daughter?
Nothing. They said she first when she was a few months old. They saying that she's not legal to stay in Australia. She's illegal. And one of the questions they were asking me, what will happen if we send her back home?
But this is home.
Yeah, they're asking home. They mean Iran.
And how can a 3-year-old girl go to Iran by herself? It's
Yeah.
madness. It's madness.
Yeah, it is. I gave birth. I was about a few weeks. I was in trauma, and with no family, having 2 kids, and they were asking that what will happen if we send her back home, and that is really shame to asking a mom who is having a girl. They were saying if we send her back home, she might be abused.
I'm so sorry for your pain. The bureaucratic cruelty, the idea that a little girl born here should be sent away from this country, away from her parents, it's beyond disgrace. When the Liberal government was kicked out and Labor won 2 years ago, did you think things might change?
Yeah, I had a lot of hope. Things might change. I had a hope from Andrew Giles, who knows me very well, and my hope all gone. Yeah, we had a lot of hope.
Have you spoken to Andrew Giles since he became immigration minister?
Yeah. He didn't give me any good answer. Just blank. All the answer was, it was blank and no understandable. Yeah.
And so how do you and your family live? Are you able? Does your visa allow you to work?
Yeah, my husband works, but because we don't get any child support for our kids to go to childcare, I have to look after my daughter. I can't work, and my husband is just the only one who works. And most of us, most of our friends, when they are on 3 months visa or 6 months visas, they lose their Medicare after 6 months or 3 months, and most of them they are not applying for Medicare anymore, because when by the time they receive their Medicare expired, and it's a waste of time, and some of them they lose their job, and for a day, even one day, if their visa expires today, they can't work that day, and they might lose their job, and they have to stay for the government to give them the visa. Yeah.
So a lot of people are just relying on support from the community, from charity, from the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre?
Yes, some people, yes, but they are not helping many people like before. Yeah.
And what message would you like to give to people who are listening to this podcast?
Please be our voices. We have kids here. We want to build Australia as a home. We have set up our homes. We are renting the houses, and we buy. As we came in, we didn't have anything, and we have set up our homes, and it's a warm house. If someone comes in, they like our homes, but it doesn't belong to us. I don't feel this house belongs to me. I belong to this country. I'm just, I feel one day I have to leave this country. Why we have to have that feeling? It's not fair. For now it's 12 years we are just on one foot. Until when they are going to continue with that? We can't go back to our country. Our country is not safe. This government is doing what our government's doing. Please care about us and be our voices. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you? My name is Fariba Hovezavi. I'm from Iran and came to Australia 2012. Yes. I am
Sorry.
my husband.
I need to come a bit closer to you.
Yes,
that's all.
my husband have a citizenship, but me have a reject, and my daughter. I don't know why. My husband.
Did he arrive before you?
Yes, before me. My husband have a cancer 1 year ago. Situation very bad, because thinking for me and my daughter what's happen in the future for me and my daughter. Please help me. Please, Clare O'Neill and Andrew Giles. Please help. Thank you.